Welcome to a quick cue. I have weekly, horrible guests that attacks me completely at random, so to help me hear the full story, I pretend to have technical difficulties while I conduct a symphony of thunderous farts. Enjoy. Welcome to a quick cue. I'm your host, Nick. Today we have a very special friend of mine, Mel, Melissa. I'm Dog. I'm Night Shyamalan. She's got a lot of names, but I call her Mel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Of course, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. Quick Q is a podcast where I ask one question. The guest will have up to 5 minutes to answer the question with no follow up questions. When the host says, hold up, stop talking. When he says, I'm all clear, continue. So I'm new to this, Mel, like I was telling you before, so I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. So I always say that part beforehand. All right. So are you ready for your question?
I am.
Okay. What story made you fall in love with stories?
Whew. Um God, it's I feel like it's hard to go back and choose one um that I think is the most important one. Cuz when I think about um growing up and being a kid, I remember I used to write stories all the time. And like draw out little things, and I would go to my mom and my stepdad while they were like watching TV, and I would read my stories out loud to them, and um it seemed like they enjoyed it. uh I hope so. But I remember I just loved to do it. I always had a passion for creating and telling stories in that way. But I think I remember my mom always loving The Wizard of Oz.
Hold up.
My
I'm all clear.
grandpa loved The Wizard of Oz, and my mom, kind of, and all her sisters and stuff picked that up as well. And then, of course, naturally, I also picked it up, and she would watch it all the time. And my grandpa had, because I grew up with him too. He had pictures of Dorothy and the Wicked Witch of the West and
Hold
Scarecrow
up.
and Tin Man.
Hold up. I'm all clear.
And the lion on his walls. And so I already liked this story, and I would watch the cartoon version and watch the movie. And then I actually got cast when I was in 5th grade in The Wizard of Oz. And I think that was the turning point for me. Like, yeah, I think that was when it was, because I was auditioning for Dorothy, but I was also like kind of wicked. I had a really good laugh, and I think I did the "I'll get you, Dorothy, and your little dog too" really well. So,
Hold up. Hold up. I'm all clear.
so I think my teacher had wanted me to be the witch, and even though I really liked that character, it was fun to play. I wanted to be Dorothy, and I wanted to make my mom proud, and I really like. I think that I resonated more with Dorothy, even though I definitely still feel like I had an evil side back then. Um, but I played Dorothy, and we did the whole play, and and it was so important to me for me to see my mom in the audience and to play that role and to sing on stage for the first time, even though it was somewhere over the rainbow. It was very vulnerable, and having seen that story told over and over again, and then being the cat, like the pawn to get this story told, was just it was a really I think pivotal moment for me. And I kind of took charge too, because my teacher was giving me the choice. He was like, "You could play Dorothy if you want. I know that's the part you're auditioning for, but you could also be the witch, because Anna Marie, this other girl in my class, wanted to be Dorothy as well." So he gave me
Hold
that
up.
opportunity.
Hold up. I'm all clear.
and I got to choose who I wanted to be, and I think that was a part of um, uh, my whole experience as an artist, where I got to just choose and feel confident in that decision of how to tell the story and which part I would do best as. So, yeah, I think that's the story that started it all, and it still means a lot to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that is a great answer. Thank you very much, Mel. Okay,
thank
well, I just
you.
want to say thank you again, and I hope the listeners feel a slow introspection after a quick cue. Thank you and good night. This podcast was recorded in June 2020 during the COVID-19 outbreak. Everyone on this podcast recorded from the comfort of their own home.
Wear a mask and vote.